do still trust Ikram to play that Heimdall very well. I don't expect any solo kills to happen. I would imagine that's a bit of a slow lane.
Well, Myth, Hex Mambo versus Solar Scarabs. There's plenty of history between these two teams. Let's delay no further. Game 1 kicking off.
Let's see who's going to come out on top in game number 1. Will it be the EU-SCC of Hex Mambo, or are the SPL going to be able to take this one back?
I think the Deaths kind of did pretty well. I don't think Hex Mambo wants to fight in duo lane much at all unless Johnny's able to come over with a Sonic Boom, whereas the Scarabs, Netroid's been dashing in consistently in this waves, and Ikram's actually dashing in here.
Ikram pops the beads. It's a boxing match between the Hunters, but only one goes through everybody, and that's Rom with Netroid. First blood up for the Solar Scarab. Snipes needs all 3 plus extra, but not enough just yet. Hurrywin will dive in, gets the pull, gets the kill. It's 2 up for the Solar Scarabs.
Wow, and Hurry going for some laps. Here comes Johnny, though. Will he be able to find something? I'm pretty sure the leap is available. He's going to stall out for his team. I don't think Johnny has enough damage to finish this one, but Sanford Soccer finds the kill on the Zeros through beads.
3 up now for the Solar Scarabs. Hex Mambo, Ikram returns, finds the dash from Johnny onto Hurrywin, low in mana, but not a lot of damage to follow up, and maybe Johnny is lucky that there's no snipes.
Exploited that, going for the blink ult on him, getting his beads down. Still down for 50 seconds, so if the reaction rewind is not there, could be some trouble. Beautiful Sonic Boom, that's definitely gonna net a kill on the Scary D, and Deathwalker getting credit for that one, forcing out that Eagles rally. And getting Deathwalker off to a good start is exactly what Mambo needs to try and thwart this lead. You just want that anti-heal as is, but you're gonna get extra value. Deathwalker thought, hey, I'm spamming 4 different abilities on 2 targets. And oh my goodness, Ikram once again in some trouble here with the snipes.
Needs all 3 again. Netroid on point this time. Will take down the Hunter. What is Ikram doing? Just standing in front of the tower, taking up, I think, 5 or 6.
Pyromancer starting up, and here comes Trith and Deathwalker. They don't want this to go down.
Now Deathwalker will pull 2 of them off. The Golden Apple does hit 1. Deathwalker will trade it over, but it's a kill. Now for Deathwalker, but he gets yanked back in. Off the hook from Hurrywin, dash in by Scary D. Bludgeon slam down. Netroid has picked up a double kill. Snipes the landfall, will drop Zeros, but he'll be able to get the rewind off, repositions, but he's behind all 4. Beads also expended by the mid laner, but that is a 2-for-1 trade for the Scarabs and a Pyromancer to go back to.
Yeah, Pyromancer is going to be completed. That's a massive rotation. You would say, hey, there's a 4-0 Rama. Johnny, head over here and help me out. Snoopy is going to lose his beads in the process, barring some big damage. May be able to make it out, but no, Johnny pre-beads, and Scary D's a little bit too little too late. Snoopy's going to get soloed by Johnny. Snoopy went for the help last time and tried to save the back camps for his team, and he ended up getting soloed by Johnny. That's the reason that Johnny's so far ahead, and Scary D, he's going to be in even more trouble.
Unfortunately, used the beads a little bit early and didn't have the Eagles rally from when he secured it. The blue buff with it, I should say, and that's a second death onto the solo laner of the Solar.
Did not have the vision to try and go for the major look, was just trying to guess at how much he could steal there. A little bit earlier would have had a shot, but now the Solar Scarabs, with their gold lead, have that fire giant. And Netroid is dashing in once again.
Zeros cannot get into the rewind in time. Netroid puts him down, and it's a rampage. 5 in a row. Will back away, but see, the Hex Mambo may not let them go for free.
Yeah, they want to set up an ambush. Netroid dashes in. Beautiful ult from Sanford Soccer.
Ikram can't get to the Bifrost in time. Just barely makes it. Landfall's a good expended. John to the backline. Finds the first crit in the team fight. And the first kill in that one. Scary D now fighting up against 3, but the crits are ready through. Triple Eagles rally. Deathwalker grabs the second kill. Hex Mambo have turned this fight back around. And Deathwalker's gonna find the double root to help set up for Zeros, but not enough damage just yet. Needs a little bit of extra assist. Hurrywin full HP though. Not sure you can make it out. Johnny goes back in, finds the blink, finds the crit. Scary D doesn't get the blush, and it's a double for Johnny, and a full wipe for Hex Mambo with that a single death.
That is ridiculous. Johnny gets the 5-0 shutdown. Fire Giant is spawning back in, and Hex Mambo.
One good Sonic Boom through the back line of the jungle to start things out, but they're not going to give him that chance. It's Scary D in first. Zeros gets a fast rewind away from the landfall. And the apple again only hits Deathwalker, who has taken Snoopy out of this fight. Netroid lands back in. Johnny is now gone. He has been the turnaround for the Hex Mambo. And it's a 2-for-1, only Snoopy losing his life, but it's gonna have to be 3, because it's a triple kill for Netroid. The shots are good, give him 4, it's a quadra kill for the Solar Scarabs Hunter to turn it right back.
Netroid goes up into the sky and stalls that fight out so perfectly. He was 1 HP. Snoopy also took the fall,
Kept
unfortunately.
this bird alive on the left side. The junglers rotate out. Landfall's off the mark. Deathwalker goes in, but only finds the tank with the ultimate. And now he's getting yanked back in. Gets CC muted. Eagles rally to the back by Scary D. And Netroid has found the shot. Zeros just able to rewind in time to reset back to full. Finds the double stun, but Scary D has to use the beads to get out. The Phoenix gone, and a pull on the Zeros. The beads are now away from the Chronos. The Aegis is gone from Echrome. It's a dash in by Netroid. That's 2 in the fight, and that's gonna be 3 because Johnny can't make it out. Sam shuts him down. It is Zeros and Tricktank against 5, but they do not have the damage and they do not have the defense. It's the Solar Scarabs for game 1.
I mean, it seemed like only Johnny was the
Aja
one
staring
who-
you down might restrict you into those beads.
Plenty of storylines to follow going into game 2. Plenty of questions for J-Mac and Trelly. Are the Scarabs gonna win? Can I ever rock a mustache as well as Zeros? Let's find out.
Well, I don't know if we can answer the second one in this game, Dave. That might take a little bit of time for you, but we can see if the Solar Scarabs can win out this set in a 2-0 fashion. Cooldowns Deathwalker had to get away because if that bludgeon connected, could have been first blood. The Scarabs ring toss hits, bounces off the totem to get a couple of extra shots onto Johnny. Deathwalker sustained back up, but how much is sustained does he have to keep fighting against Scary D? Scary D's got to go back and help out Sam. Doing a lot. Feather Step, not enough damage. One more auto from Johnny, though. We'll turn that one back around. And Deathwalker on his warpath back in will be able to make some space for maybe a blue buff invade. Scary D walks up. This may be the death of the Bologna. Beads expended to make sure that he can get away. But his blue buff actually will be secured by him, this time by Johnny on the Feather Step.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but also holding on to that ultimate just so you're not leaving yourself open to a gank. Beautiful Feather Step, but unfortunately Tricks still getting hit. Johnny should have the range here to confirm that kill, and that's another one for the Wheelix. 2-0 and a red buff invade. Sam for Soccer, too little, too late, is not going to be able to help out Snoopy. Loses the beads, loses the ult, loses his life.
A dangerous spot. Wall, not sure if the wall blocked the sash there, but we'll set up for that. Ultimate off the mark by Sam. He'll get stunned down by River's Rebuke to lock in Trickstank. He is as good as dead on the return from there, but it's a 1-for-1 trade out. Pulling gets the beads off a hurry win. Johnny still goes through, and Zeros funneling around the back line. Doesn't find the stun on the hurry win. They'll give the kill over to Johnny. Puts 3 in a row for the jungler and 1 for Echrome.
That's a beautiful trade there. You are fine with losing Trickstank and getting 2 more kills for yourself. And now looks like a little bit of a scrap over here with Deathwalker and
Mambo,
Scary D.
with their 4 kills, have been able to get themselves about a 2K gold lead almost. Hurry win, walled off, frozen, stunned again, but a beautiful strike catches 3. Eagles rally, grabs 2, and the River's Rebuke will lock in a couple as well. Rewind will get Zeros out of danger, but Sam lands in the worst place possible. Trickstank gets knocked out of the bludgeon, pulled back by Johnny. Trickstank is out, and Deathwalker throws 2 against the wall. 1 more in the grave, and a knock-up on a Scary D once again to save the day. Zeros finds the stun, but Scary D takes 1 down before he falls.
I mean, Scary D should have been able to find 1. That was an incredible amount of peel. Johnny and Deathwalker showing up massive. Unfortunately, the Scourge, not the call, I think. A little early on the knockup as well. You could tell Deathwalker's like, I got him, and there was no ult. This time, there's the knockup, there's the beads, and Johnny should be able to land this time around, and that Feather Step will connect. Actually, didn't even need it, thanks to the help from Tricks and a good wall placement. So Scary D loses the beads and his life.
Echrome, though reduced damage,
Here
crit
comes
is still a
Scarabs.
crit. But with 2 people on the rotation in from Hex Mambo and a couple ultimates burned through, stun will only hit onto 1. Echrome wants 1 before he goes down, and he almost gets it. Johnny will clean up the kill. Somehow Echrome lives a 3-man rotation, and it's Johnny who comes up pay dirt with it.
I am amazed. I thought for sure Echrome was just like, okay, I'm going to try and take out Netroid before I go, but was able to bait, does not have the blink to close gap. And that was a beautifully timed, I mean, both relics there from Echrome. The fight is not over. Now Snoopy's in even more trouble.
Snoopy running, he gets slowed down by Trickstank and beaten down by Johnny. Unstoppable on the Wheelish. Hex Mambo have completely flipped the script from game number 1 and they are now in a commanding
He's gonna
lead.
stay in left. That's a smart call. Get farm, but at the moment it's Scary D and SWC's on his way.
Hurry wind over as well. Snoopy pretty far, and the Fire Giant going fast. Hex Mambo will grab this one. Eagles rally in will only be the deathbed of Scary D as he goes down, and a Fire Giant right at the 20-minute mark goes to Hex Mambo, and it could be dangerous waters.
He's trying to do damage as opposed to be tanky, so might as well go for that steal as Hurrywin gets caught out. Is probably going to fall very quickly. I didn't think he would use the ultimate, but did, just to try and stall out some of the time on this Fire Giant as Netroid's going to hide behind the wall. This fight, River's Rebuke is available, and unfortunately, Zeros did bait out Trix' shell. So there's no Phantom Shell here. That could be rough.
Well, we don't need the Naga. We'll just grab the ultimate to yank Hurrywin right back in the middle of 5. He's gone to the damage from E-Chrome. Golden Apple does hit Trix. E-Chrome dashes away. And it's now 4v5 for Solar Scarabs to try and defend their bird, but Hex Mambo spent so many resources trying to kill Hurry, they didn't put any of the damage into the Phoenix just yet. Now, with the man advantage and Eagles rally from Scary D, frozen on landing, Zeros thrown up in the sky. This could be a pick that the Solar Scarabs need, but the follow-up damage isn't there. Aegis in time and a rewind. Zeros is back in. One more down as Netroid's in the grayscale. Scary D is down, and a wall will block off the path. Can Snoopy make it back? Only by the luck of the Aegis to make sure that he can find it through. The left Phoenix falls, and Hex Mambo will fall back.
Obviously, they're going to full-on retreat here. Fire Giant runs off in 10 seconds, but maybe one more attempt at a pick. SWC sashes in, and I don't think you want to be that close to E-Chrome. Mid-Phoenix also going to drop down. Of course, that Snoopy is able to immune and even CC with the ultimate. But it looks like right side bird is going to be an afterthought here. Oh.
Scary?
My man.
You okay, bro? Did your W key get locked in? I'm not sure. But Scary D's down for 48, and the Phoenix is down for a few minutes. 5 versus 4. Hex Mambo charge into the back line. Hurrywin dead on landing. It's a double kill for Johnny. Johnny going for another one to the back line on Snoopy. That's a triple for him. Sam makes it back to the fountain. Netroid low. Sam stuns out of the fountain. But Johnny may just have to rest on the triple while Hex Mambo will poke away. No, Johnny wants a little bit more. Doesn't get the damage. He'll die through. But so does the Titan, and Hex Mambo in 26 tie up the set.
Imagine.
Has some phenomenal dive targets on Hex Mambo as well. Will out-pressure the Habois pre-5. At level 5, there's some fight back with Crushing Wave, but until then, I expect SWC to run it down.
The wait starting to build here. It's game 3 between the Solar Scarabs and Hex Mambo. Let's find us a winner with J-Mac and Trelly.
We started our weekend with 2 SPL teams qualifying into the next round of play, and then 1 SCC. Will Hex Mambo be the second of those to join in with their SCC brethren of Eldritch Hounds in moving into the winner's bracket, or are we going to see the SPL team bring it back? It all comes down to game number 3. Be able to pick up that tier 2 tower shield as opposed to picking up the full berserkers that we're more accustomed to. But level 5 for Sam, taunts Deathwalker back in, grabs him, and it's level 5 for Scary D instead. Deathwalker, who had great pressure to start the lane, is the first one to fall to the hands of the Solar Scarabs.
Yeah, just was not able to hit level 5. SWC came over, showed his presence, trying to get this Book of Facts stacked up. Then you'd be able to do big damage, especially once you get that percentage pen.
Trix tank caught out. No ultimate, no immunity, and no life. Solar Scarabs get the second kill. Sam, though, eating a few shots from the Magic Bolts out of that home sweet home, but not quite enough damage yet from Zeros to put a real threat onto Sam. He'll be able to catch the dash from Scary D, but won't be too much follow-up there. Zeros gonna throw some poke out. Wall and a freeze connects onto Snoopy. He's gonna have to use the rewind to get out of here, but he doesn't have the opportunity to do so. Zeros puts him down, and now Hurrywin after the transformation, eating a lot of poke from the Solar Scarabs. He gets dropped by Deathwalker. Now it's the 2-man in, but it's a double freeze by Trixtank. Snipes from Netroid to try and turn this fight back through. Stun onto 2 by Scary D, but Johnny takes down Sam. Johnny goes down, though, on the rotation from Netroid, but he will fall right after to Deathwalker, who dives in the tower, and it's only Scary D left alive in a 4-for-1 trade for Hex Mambo.
Now Hex Mambo are going to win that fight handily and head for the Pyromancer. Great here for the Scarabs, but look at the relics and the itemization. I mean, it's clear what their plan is. Trixtank is in big trouble after that Sunder. He definitely will follow down, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the plan. You have your frenzy from Scary D, and it looks like Deathwalker wants to fight this.
Double ult in the back line. Zeros will go into the home sweet home. Netroid's in danger. He has to dash away, but it's Zeros in trouble now. Snipes, 1, 2, needs the third one, but just a little short of it. The beats and H's burned by the mid laner, and Scary D dropped down by the Hobwa. Snoopy will rewind and gets just a little further down the lane and away from danger. A 1-for-1 trade, and this time the Bramble Blast off the mark by
Already,
Ekrom.
it's going to be starting to get burned.
Quarter HP, now down to half. Frenzy popped. Is this the commit for the fire or the fight? It's going to be a forced fight by Hex Mambo, but Johnny doesn't get much value from his ultimate. Fire Giant is still leased. It has not been dropped yet. Trix Tank will drop Sam, though, the first casualty of the team fight. But Deathwalker, Johnny, both very low in the fight. They cannot stick around if Solar Scarabs decide to push back, but Deathwalker's got teleport. He's right back in the fight.
Yeah, it could be the call just to go in for more engage. Does not have the blink or the ultimate, but plenty of health bars now that teleport comes through. Netroid still untouched though. The beads are down, but full HP, dishing damage back in to Hex Mambo. They want to go for a pull here, but they have to wait just a little bit longer. They need some ultimates, they need some burst, and Zeros almost has that ult back.
No ult for Johnny. Fire Giant started by Ekrom, dashing because they found Scary D. Caught in the wall, the knockup is good. Scary D able to get the ult just in time, but the damage from Ekroms will catch him out route onto Netroid. Aegis will get him away from the war cry. Up in the sky to buy some time for himself, but can he find the snipes that he needs? Doesn't matter because Hurrywin is gone. Netroid is gone. It's a double for Deathwalker, but Sam is back in to try and turn this one away. Johnny goes down, but it's 2 versus 4 at the Fire Giant pit.
Yeah, but you lose some great burst damage there, and Sanford Soccer does have ultimate. He's trying to get in any way he can. Necrom doing plenty of damage, and here comes Snoopy as well. The Hex Mambo, they gotta try to zone this Chronos away.
Snoopy needs one good hit on the Fire Giant. He's trying to get that path in there. Can he sneak around and find it? He needs the shot over the wall. Sam goes into the pit, finds Ekrom, but Ekrom will take it around. Hex Mambo get the Fire Giant. Sam goes down, and Snoopy on the backside of the fight won't be able to get much for himself. It is fire on Snoopy is just buying time for Hex Mambo on the left side.
Yeah, but Deathwalker's not going to stop chasing him. All the while, this Phoenix is going to be going down with help from the Trebuchet. Johnny, though, getting aggressed to by Sam, and here comes Scary D for the finish.
Scary D not going to get there, though. The damage from Ekrom and Johnny are enough to take him down. Snoopy finally able to go back to base because Deathwalker has teleported right back into the fight. Left side Phoenix gone, mid under fire. Hurrywin has jumped in, forced to transform. Can he even get out after landing? Yes, he will. A quick jump away, but mid-bird falls down to Hex Mambo.
And now it's time to retreat here. You get left
Couple of
and
extra
mid.
stacks to heal back up. Phoenix still the question for the siege. Deathwalker finds through with the ult. The freeze doesn't connect. Trix Tank will go down. No, he will not. Scary D doesn't commit to it. The snipes are going to have to be expended to find the kill. Netroid gets it. And no one down yet for the Scarabs. No, Snoopy finds another fadeaway shot on the Deathwalker. Ekrom low will dash out. Hex Mambo fail on the siege, and the Scarabs are successful to defend one bird. Hex Mambo have the position around it, but Solar Scarabs can go back for the fight. Freeze on a Hurrywin. Knockup is there, and Hurry's going to be forced to go back to base quickly. Wall blocks off his path. Hurrywin can't get out at all, and Snoopy only barely does so. The rewind just in time, but Snoopy back to full HP, and the fire started by Mambo.
Yeah, and this time Johnny does have Crushing Wave to try and confirm the enhanced Fire Giant, but Netroid, Snoopy, and Scary D are stepping up. Sanford Soccer also trying to wrap around here, but Scary D's in trouble.
Knock up on a Snoopy. He doesn't have rewind this time, but Ekrom's ult is off the mark, but not Johnny's. His is pinpoint perfect, and Johnny finds the double kill to start the fight out. Scary and Sam, the only two left alive.
They go for the end.
Trix Tank is going to zone them away. It'll be a back for Hex Mambo to try and defend.
Yeah, they don't care about that. They don't care about the enhanced Fire Giant. They want the end. Deathwalker is going to tank up this Phoenix, and Ekrom doing plenty of damage as that left side bird does respawn back. It's just Scary D and Sanford Soccer, but both ultimates are available.
Right Phoenix down. Left Phoenix goes in just a moment. The Firemans will go through. Sam, Scary, and now Hurrywin on the respawn. Frenzy pop through. Can Hex Mambo do it? Can they send the Scarabs to losers once again? Ekrom is gone. The Fire Giant, I'm sorry, the Titan is low. Johnny stunned out. The damage isn't quite there. Hurrywin takes him out. That's a double kill for him. But Deathwalker and Zeros do it just in time. A 2-1 win for Hex Mambo to send the Scarabs to the losers bracket.
Man, that one was close, but Zero's going into home sweet home.